What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Wellthy Stocks back with another Palantir update video, ticker symbol PLTR, where we take a look at how Palantir stock traded today, key levels of support and resistance that we are looking at moving into the future, and based on that, what we think Palantir stock could do. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, don't forget to hit that like button down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on Palantir are. And I'd love to chat with you guys down there. So let me hit record. We will get right into it. So I made a video yesterday actually talking about everything that had happened this past week, from the earnings miss to the outlook of the company, comparing it to some of the FANG stocks and the growth. Kathy's thoughts on Palantir and why she bought in and why she believes it's a growth company and the potential that she sees within it. So if you're interested in more of that stuff, check out yesterday's video as well. This video, I'm going to focus more on kind of the price action that took place today, since I covered a lot of that news yesterday. I'm not going to repeat some of that. So real quick, if you, again, just wanted to say that if you are more interested in that stuff, covered that yesterday. Here, I'm going to talk about, what we saw today, future levels of support and resistance, and then we can kind of see where we go from here. So not a bad day for Palantir overall, you guys. We're only down $1, which is about 3.45%. Compared to the run we had last week and the overall, heaviness in the market today, I consider that not, I wouldn't say a win, but a little bit of a win. So let's take a look at the Nasdaq, which was down about 2.5%. The Dow was barely positive, and I think that was led by Disney doing well today. I think it was up more than 4%. S&P was down 0.77%. And so compared to all that, right, Palantir was down, but when you take a look at the monster day it had on Friday, up over, I think, 15 or 18%, if I remember correctly. Giving some of that back is not too bad, especially with the markets that we had. Now, let's take a look at the daily chart, and we'll come back to that chart right there in just a minute. And so what happened was, we had ended the day on Friday in kind of the high 28s. We pushed up and broke into the 29.47 level. But in the pre-market, we gapped down and we were flat. Then we pushed up, hitting the $30.45 resistance level, and then we came right back down towards our 29.47 level. Tried a little bit of a push up, as we do in the beginning of the day, but it was clear that that wasn't going to happen. So we broke below this level, pushed up, couldn't quite sustain the 29.47's level. And then we sold off all the way, a little bit past our 28.05 level, about 25 cents or so. 27.80 was the stop. Pushed up and then came right back down. It bounced really nicely off of our 28.05. Pushed up, came right back down. Really nice bounce again. And then we pushed up and then sold off in the kind of last hour. But if you take a look at, major indexes like Nasdaq, you'll see that, all the way through. So, not just Palantir necessarily, a lot of stocks did that. So as you can see, we fell and we again took a little breather at the 28s, came right back down, tried to push up, couldn't quite make it into the 28s, struggled, closed at 28, and then, pushed up and are now selling off a little bit more in the after hours. So not a bad day for Palantir overall, but still relative weakness. We are below VWAP on the day, which is not good. We did sell off, but the overall markets were selling off as well. And considering the monster day we had on Palantir, a 3% down day is not something that worries me. Now, if we see continuation of this, that kind of worries me. If we see another bigger red day, that worries me a little bit, depending on how the price action is. But so far, not looking too bad on Palantir, considering where we were last week. So if you guys have been with me with a while, we were spotting this bull pennant breakout, took us from 25s to 35s, the next, or low 30s. Next couple of days took us all the way to 45. Then we sold off, rounded out, ran a little into earnings, and then we started selling off. Earnings surprise miss and the lockup expiration happening last week took us all the way down to the mid 20s, which I thought was a great buying opportunity. I added some leaps, and now we are back kind of in that $28 mark. So what do I currently see in the stock? Well, first things first, I want to point out that even though it is a red day, we still made a higher high. Today we had a high of $30.19. The high on Friday was $29.96, so check, higher high. Low for Friday was 26.90. Low for today was at 27.54. Again, up, right? So something to keep in mind, you know, higher high, higher low is a good sign, even though we had a red day. So something that I wanted to focus on. Now let's get into the resistance levels and the support levels. So if you take a look at this here, guys, this kind of proves to us the value of these EMAs, right? Just 5 days ago on 2/16, we got a nice bounce off of that 55 EMA. Our low was 27.84. The 55 EMA was 27.50s. Today, our bounce was 27.54 and the EMA was 27.50. So 4 cents away from our EMA, great bounce, good level of support. So taking a look at, keeping that in mind, let's take a look at our future support levels, which we closed in the 28s. So depending on how we open above, how we open tomorrow morning, if we're above this level, I think 28 can be a good level of support too. But if we open below that, first level of support would be 55 EMA in the 27.50. Then we've got the 26.82, and then we've got the 25.39. Those are the 3 levels that I'm looking for if we start to push down tomorrow. However, if we continue this higher high, higher low that we've made for the past 2 days now, I'm looking for a push up towards the 29.40s. If we can break that, then I'm looking for a push towards into the 30s and 30.39, and then that kind of sets us up for a nice trend towards the $32. Again, this week is not off to a great start. My portfolio is looking pretty red, so I'm not going to say that we have to push up this week, but Palantir so far is not looking too bad, setting higher highs, higher lows. The other thing that I'm looking at here is in possible inverse head and shoulders forming. So shoulder, we've got the head, so for that to continue, we keep going up, or you know, somewhere around here into the 36 to 40 level. Then we take a little bit of a breather, maybe drop to the you know, low 30s, and then we push up, and then we start to break out. Now, again, this is way too early to call inverse head and shoulders, but I just see it developing, so I thought I'd share with you guys. So, you know, maybe you can keep an eye on it as well. But again, hoping for this week, the higher high, higher low to continue, for us to, if we go down, bounce off the 55 EMA, and hopefully, you know, we can go above the, you know, 8.21 and 34 EMA, the highest one being the $30.50 level. And then we can be above all of those and use those as levels of support rather than using the 55 EMA and the 27.50s as a level of support. So that's all I had for you guys. Not a great trading day to start the week. Hopefully yours was a little bit better. Let me know down in the comment section how you guys are doing. And I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day. And until next time.